Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm getting this intense download of there's somebody around you where they're just projecting onto you. And this feels a little bit touchy because if you're feeling as though an old argument is coming back up to the surface, maybe this is with somebody you haven't spoken to in forever, or you're just noticing that someone within your energy is just kicking up an argument for no good reason. Like, first of all, you're not imagining things. There's someone around you who's projecting some pretty hellish, jealous energy, and it's sticky. It's like all they want to do is get your attention, but never to necessarily resolve the conflict. This is somebody who has blamed you for a lot of their problems, and they want to do whatever it takes to make you feel as though it's all your fault. So, if this sounds like something you're going through, you're more than welcome to stick around. If we haven't met yet, my name is High Priestess Berry's psychic, medium, and divine channeler, hoping to bring you a message. Now, always remember, my messages are candid, unscripted, but they're also timeless, so please tap into your instincts. Listen to your intuition. If there's anything that I talk about that doesn't make any sense, totally fine. Do not worry about it. This message may not be for you, but if it does resonate, drop me a comment and let me know by sharing your experiences in the comments below. So, this is sort of what's going on outside of you. There is someone who they appear as though they're having this epiphany. I'm really not taking this energy quite seriously. This feels like a karmic individual, and they're starting to talk to their friends and involve their friends in some kind of weird ass situation. Because I'm picking up on some karmic individual, they have to go through some kind of life reset, and somehow they've decided that you're the reason. Yeah, they're the victim here, apparently. But I feel like it's even if you're not talking to this person, even if you've thought you've cut this person out of your life, it's as though this frequency is showing up again. First of all, you're psychic. Congratulations. But second of all, it may be leaving you feel a little bit confused at this time. Some of this energy could be showing up while you're trying to sleep, and it could be causing some sleep disturbances, but it's because you're linked to this person somehow. You are linked to them energetically. And I think a few of you are frustrated because you have cut cords with this individual and you've done whatever it takes to cut cords. But it's sort of as though there's this one additional thread that you haven't been able to see about your connection with this person. This could also be a third party who's attached. So it's sort of like a friend of a friend of a friend, and somehow you guys have some deep soul connection. So we're going to be having a look at this person's situation because they're really delusional. Whoever this person is, they want to more than likely want to reset their life. They could be going through a big, huge move, trying to get their life back in order. But I don't think this person has they don't really have a great plan. And it's sort of as though they're deluded to think that, how do I phrase this? Because I'm going, I know you can't see my head, but it's like daydream, antisocial, but yet they're social. Daydream, antisocial, and yet they're social. It's sort of this weird feedback loop that somehow you're getting dragged into, even if this is all purely energetically. But it's going to be important that you remind yourself this person is a part of your past, because this person's living within a nightmare and you're sort of picking up on the past. So I want to have a look at what this person could be going through because it is kind of important. It is, yeah, we got 10 wands, a burden, because it's important for you to understand what is your energy and what is an external energy. I feel like there's a lesson within here that the universe wants to talk something out with you because you're moving forward. Like people within my collective, you're moving forward. You've already made the declaration to the universe. You are no longer interested in tolerating toxic behavior. And when we make that declaration, we still have to clean up a lot of the energetic, I want to call it the energetic garbage, not to suggest that you are garbage, but sort of the mess that's been left behind because this person doesn't want to clean up the mess. This person still thinks it's okay to project onto you, and in some ways smear, like this is like a little bit of a smear campaign. Oh my God, the viewer, like they were so mean to me. And even then, I think a few of them have lost. Oh, that's what this is. A few of these karmic individuals are actually losing friends because it's sort of like it's been years and they're sort of like, oh my God, the viewer, like they were so mean to me. It's like, bitch, that was 4 years ago. Well, what, it still hurts today. Yeah, that was 4 years ago. So this karmic person is losing friendships and they're blaming you, but they're losing the friendships because they're blaming you. Interesting. 5 of Cups, 3 of Cups. Yeah, that just kind of confirms what it was. I was rambling. Let's go a little deeper. Knight of Swords. This karmic person is just, they're desperate. They're desperate to get anyone to confirm their old narrative. The old narrative is dying, and it's probably because years have gone by, and maybe at first they were able to come up with a really sad story about how you were so mean to them. But there's been enough time that this karmic individual has gotten comfortable enough to go through a few cycles with the people that they have gotten themselves involved with. Somebody within their circle, and I'm assuming somebody important to them, somebody that they probably had a dreamy relationship at first with, it's falling apart. We got the moon, and okay. This is why this energy is coming out. This is someone you actually have disconnected from. And you are probably again puzzled because this is of your past. Why is this coming up again? So that's why this moon is showing up to let you know you're not crazy. You're just picking up on this person psychically because they are throwing everything that they got at you. And it's causing some semblance of confusion. Have I cut the deck? I don't think so. Berries is on a roll. Okay, so 3 of Pentacles, King of Cups. Yeah, I think I've seen this person before. This is somebody who is with a group of people because it works. And I feel as though this individual, because the King of Cups, this is the king that gets off by being withholding. They seem spiritual, but they don't really do anything about it. They like the idea of looking spiritual and holier than thou. And they like the idea that they have some semblance of authority over these people within their life. But what's underneath the king? Yeah, that's come to an end. There's something about this blame shifter. Someone's seen through their bullshit and they're starting to lose their power. They're starting to lose their grip on the people within their reality. So what do we have here? Ace of Cups. Damn. Okay. 7 of Swords. 6 of Swords. Okay. Like, I am not surprised whatsoever to see the Ace of Cups. Like, I was actually using a completely different deck to check in on this energy in the exact same spot. He had 10 of Cups at the base. This person hates themselves. This person, they only feel good when they feel useful. So I can give them a teeny tiny itty bitty little bit of compassion because this person, this is more than likely a masculine energy. When you have a wounded masculine energy, like doesn't matter if you or this person are male, female, or non-binary, everybody contains masculine energy. And when that aspect of ourselves is wounded, sometimes the only way that we can feel as though we have purpose or that we are lovable is that we can have tasks. Like this person is very task orientated, but they're really controlling. This is somebody that they'll host a party, but they control how everything at the party to the point where it's not even fun anymore. Or they host the party and they have no semblance of boundaries and the party gets completely out of hand where somebody gets hurt, somebody gets injured, somebody gets violated, and this person doesn't know how to create a safe environment for people to enjoy themselves. So we got the Ace of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, left out in the cold, wandering out on their own and wandering out with a responsibility. Whoever this karmic person is, they actually are desperate because they have given themselves to a financial responsibility. Maybe that's a pet, maybe that's a child. This could also be co-signing on a loan. and now they're kind of up shit's creek because they're trying so hard to keep their life together just for the sake of their physical safety. Hmm. Wheel of Fortune. This feels like a gamble. This feels like a gamble. Seven of Pentacles. Huh. They were hoping that whoever they roped into the situation would be their savior, would be their energetic savior. Like, this is sort of like, well, you robbed the bank. We should rob a few more banks. Oh, there we go. Caught red handed. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Like, well, the Pulp Tarot, it's a melodramatic deck. I am totally enjoying this fucking melodrama for my own personal perverse pleasure. But that's the kind of karmic individual. They love stirring up chaos, and they love the idea that they can boss people around. This is sort of this could be, I'm not saying this is exactly what it is, but in one way this can manifest is a woman who has really struggled with feeling oppressed because of her gender and loves the idea of ordering boys around. Not even men, maybe ordering men around. But this is somebody that they feel as though they were the victim, and now they put themselves into a position where they can be the boss, so they can boss people around. Not to be a leader, but just for the sake of knowing, oh, it's my turn to be the oppressor. I get to be the oppressor in this game. Yeah, Four of Swords. This person's sick. Like, I think this individual is dealing either with personal health problems, they've actually made themselves very ill, or they have people around them that are getting really, really sick. What else do we have? Queen of Swords. Oh, shit. Five of Cups. Five of Cups. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. So somebody's called them out on their bullshit. And this is somebody who they really believed in this karmic. Like, maybe this is like a third party karmic, maybe like a masculine who left you for this person. This could be a lot of family drama. It's gonna depend on your own personal circumstances, but this karmic got called out because whoever this queen is, it's not the karmic individual, it's the person that stood up for the karmic in the first place. And they're the ones who are sick. That's what this is telling me. So this karmic individual is depleting, and a lot of people around them are getting sick. They're sick and tired of the bullshit. It's sort of like you drink way too much coffee and they feel like a little bit overly buzzed and they feel sick to their stomach. Like, this person literally causes physical pain with the people around them because they are so hella toxic. But this person, they, at the end of the day, this karmic person, they hate themselves. They have a lot of self-loathing, and the only way they know that they can prove, like I said earlier, that they are lovable is only by knowing that they can have a community that accepts them for their bullshit, that accepts their toxicity, not accepts them for who they truly are. Tell me a little bit more about of the Seven of Swords. Like, this person has really rocked your boat in the past. I do not blame you for walking away. And I'm hearing the universe say right off the bat, keep walking. If you see any kind of black feathers, just know that that is angelic confirmation that this cycle for you is coming to an end. And it's a shame that this person still hasn't learned how to elevate out of their own karma, and they're blaming you. Like, you're just doing your own thing and you're not even talking to this person. I'm sure you think about it every so often. We have a little bit of this daydreamy energy, but as long as you are taking responsibility, because I do see that Six of Swords, a bit of a spoiler alert, that this person is getting in a lot of trouble with the universe. And everything in their life is falling apart. And it's sort of like, well, sorry, babe, that's how it works. So we got High Priestess, Nine of Cups, Two of Wands. Yeah, like, it seems like these cards with the Pulp Tarot, is whoever is associated with the karmic. This could be your energy if you are directly interacting with this person. But I do talk to a lot of divine feminine energy, and it's difficult when you are a divine feminine, even if you've moved on, even if you've made the declaration that you are taking the highest path possible to move away from this karmic bullying. You still pick up on it on the astral realm because you're very sensitive, you're very intuitive. But I feel like someone around this karmic is awakening to their feminine energy, and they're beginning to realize that their life is a wreck. They've tried so hard to, I got a lot of partying energy. This could be sex parties. This could be sex magic as well. Somebody who just keeps trying to be the life of the party, and they're constantly having to clean up after their own mess. This karmic person loves that other people rescue them, loves that other people clean up their mess at justice. Yes, I am so glad. I am so fucking excited to see this justice here because this person is causing a lot of imbalances in so many people's lives, and you're picking up on it energetically, and that's not fair to anybody. But you're going to feel probably a little bit frustrated because this is energy you should not be interfering with. If you've cut cords with this person, if this person's a part of your past, there is an ask within here from your guides and ancestors. Don't meddle. Someone around this karmic needs to learn the lesson. Someone that you have a very deep soul connection to, they need to learn the lesson. They've learned everything that they could have from you and from other high priestess energies. And basically, you're being asked to observe the absurdity of what is it you're seeing. The Tower, God, Knight of Cups. Wow. Guys, if this is resonating with you, please make sure to like the video, drop a comment, like what is going on in your life? Because sharing is actually part of the healing journey. Because something happened between you and this person, it was never resolved. Like, I'm going to say this again. This is going to be my little repeat message. Narcissists do not like closure. Blame shifters do not appreciate closure. Because as long as the gate is open, there's an opportunity for them to argue. And as long as they feel like they can argue, they can stay in the paradigm of being the victim. But this karmic individual, somebody's leaving their life. I mean, somebody's really leaving their life. Somebody has absolutely had it with this karmic individual. And this person, they're pulling out all the stops. They're getting their friends involved. They're starting to treat this third party the way that they treated you. There is a recognition of a repeat cycle, and people are just falling out of this karmic's life. People are having to call bullshit. People are having to move on to new relationships. Like this, there's no going back once the tower goes down. What's up with this Six of Swords? Like, I feel like this is just for you. I feel like this is a message for you. At the end of the day, you are still responsible for your own thoughts. You're still responsible for how you respond to your thoughts. Like, many of you are stepping into your high priestess authority. Again, it doesn't matter if you're male, female, or non-binary. Your feminine energy is being activated, and the world is really chaotic right now. And it's putting you into a position where you're extra sensitive. Like, I do have some amazing heart healing activations on my Patreon. I also have a free connect to your higher self Reiki healing video. Like, go check that out. If anything, just to connect to your higher self, to help you get the energetic downloads and activations, to help shield you, to help make sure that this stays within the past, to ensure that even when you come across energies that are like this blame shifter, you're not taking it on as your own. Like, the purpose of this story is to let you know that you are very divinely protected. You have an energetic barrier around you, and you're getting a lot better at defeating external energy, because this Five of Swords confirms that. Five of Swords, Eight of Swords. You have the power. And there's a latent, that's what it is. That's what this is. Okay. This karmic has this has this energetic tie with you. It's nothing specific to them. It's just sort of like a latent shadow when you're in an abusive, toxic dynamic. You're allowed to say no. You're allowed to tell it to shut up. You are allowed to defend your boundaries. There's still something within your mind that has told you that you can still entertain it, to still argue with it. That's demonic energy. It means you have an entity, both of you have an entity that's attached to you, and that's where this hackery is coming in and making you take on this energy firsthand. So I do have an energy clearing meditation that deals specifically with these dark entities, and I do highly recommend that. You can do a one-time purchase, but just join for free for 7 days. It's only $8.88 a month. We got the sun. Oh, I love this. Nine I love this deck. Nine of Swords. Like, this is that sort of, waking up in the middle of the night, feeling as though you're stuck in some daydreams in somebody else's nightmare. There's an echo going on, but I can see it right here because the five of Swords is showing up in the backdrop of the Nine of Swords right here. Look, just be optimistic, have fun recognizing, first of all, baby, you're psychic. You actually have a gift. This isn't a curse. The universe and your ancestors are trying to heal you so that you can just observe it, because you're going to continuously come across energies like this, most likely because it's going to be part of your path. To be able to recognize it, to free other people from it, there's something about your specific soul frequency. It's something about your specific soul frequency that's needed. You're like, your energetic makeup is required. There's something about your feminine nature that the world needs, but you have to complete this particular healing journey, because you have a lot of people who they've gone through this tower. They've dealt with these jealous bitches. They've had to walk away and stand up for themselves. Or even worse, they haven't learned it's okay to walk away and stand up for themselves. Wherever it is that you land when it comes to you being able to pay it forward with your healing journey, you're creating community. You're being celebrated at this time. There's something joyful about the idea that despite everything that ever happened to you, you can have the happiest life possible, and this person hates what you have, but you've been willing to work through your pain. You have been willing to work through your self-love journey, and this person has not. That's a them problem. Just leave them to work through their journey and free yourself to work on your own. Wow. Okay, so let's get one final message for the viewer. What kind of energy, what kind of message can you embody so that as you move forward, you can feel good about the decisions you've made. You can feel removed from other people's bullshit, and you can step into your calling of healing. I love it. Seahorse spirit. Watch and wait. There's taking action, and then there's withdrawing. You don't need to take action with this energy. You don't even need to speak to it in the back of your mind. In some ways, you're being asked to put a bit of an aquarium, an image of an aquarium between you and this individual, and just observe them. Observe them in slow motion. See how they act and see how they react. And see how you act and react. You're being asked to observe the past pain without reliving it. This is the sign of healing. This is a sign of overcoming PTSD. Just observe what's going on. Write a story, write a song, channel something. You can do something with this that is based on your victory and self-love. I'm just saying. Well, whoever it is that you are, damn, I sincerely hope that this helped. Thank you so much for sticking around. If you'd like some more support on this situation, I highly recommend that you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get all of the updates. And until I see you guys at the next one, I'm wishing you peace, love, and all the berries.